when you look, when you leave this country, this man said, when you watch TV and it's not there you go.
It's predicted programming.
You know the TV, right? You know exactly what's going to be said, but they know it's going to create chaos among the population. Over here, they do it so they can control chaos.
Right.
They make up stuff so they can control us.
Right.
Because when we're in fear, what do? We follow the leader.
Right.
All you do, like I told you, all you need to do is put on a suit and a tie, and you supposed to leave.
Right.
I just want to hear that. Say something.
Yeah.
Does anyone here know what they do in an emergency situation where they feel like they're on a mental override?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Does anyone know what they would do if it was an emergency situation and they knew that they were having some kind of a mental override or something which someone was trying to?
Yeah. Wait. Explain it one more time. You gotta
do anyone right? If you feel like you were in a mental.
No, but do you know, like, how would you?
Oh, you said your reality.
No, I mean, like, how would you defend yourself or protect yourself from?
Oh, you can. When it gets to that point, it's a purge. Yeah.
I mean, you have to notice. If you're doing stuff that's not like you, like, this is the news, and then like protect yourself.
You have to change your habits.
That's what I mean. Like, some
change your diet.
And then like change your habits.
Right.
Or change your way to move.
Right.
Your routine.
Right.
And if you don't take notice of that, then you're just gonna be like a walking robot or something.
What I do is stick to your intuition.
But how can you distinguish reality from whatever program or condition that you're under they call mind control?
You don't understand it, you stay away from it.
But basically what she's saying is you not engaging in no activity to where you're susceptible to having your mind control. Basically what she's saying is what they call MK Ultra. They just control your mind, and it's nothing that you really can do on the surface. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how do you prevent that? Once you notice that you're under that, how do you get up under it? It's basically a thing.
My thing is, I wouldn't know what to do. It takes time. That's why people have nervous breakdowns, because they don't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do.
Right.
You know.
When it comes to mind control, there's marketing, populations.
That's not really mind control. That's mental conditioning.
Right.
When she's talking about mind control, she's talking about what the Russians was doing with MK Ultra, which was a real thing, and it's been documented and it's been scientifically proven.
Well, America did the same thing in Vietnam. The original Jacob Flag, not the remake with Michael Ealy. The original Jacob Flag. I don't know about these parts. Right. I want you to explain was it Marilyn Manson that they were experimenting with LSD and all that stuff? Oh, you're talking about Charlie Manson. In the 70s, 60s, and the 70s, the people were experimenting. They were smoking weed and taking LSD because they was opening up their mind. They were taking peyote. They were doing all these mind-opening things and seeing reality for what it really was.
But if I may interject, right? Remember what the brother had just said? What you had said, the predictive programming. I was another one that you said before that. Nah, it was something else where you think is this, that, and think, right. And that's what that was. But even with the psychedelics and the things that individuals was ingesting to go on these hallucinations and these trips, all that was created by the government.
You know what they found out? That to keep us away from the actually takes you away from the right. But see, they open their mind that it's a different situation to where you can't be controlled. They were trying to use it to manipulate. Everybody I know that ever took psychedelics broke away from society's rules, and they didn't have to.
You know how I was talking about when you're by yourself and you got the mind control thing? They also do those testings when you have like activities in your room.
But at that point, I always know my mind's being controlled.
You would.
That's just scary. That's the way
The individuals who take these psychedelics and they disconnect and all this and all that, but they're still vibrating at a certain frequency. Because you just can't take a psychedelic and say, oh man, I'm this. No, it's a certain level of work. Changing your diet, changing the liquids that you ingest.
It all goes back to frequency, bro. This is crazy.
It go back to who?
That's all it goes back to frequency. All these answers lead back to frequency.
Right.
Back to chemtrails because they put those metals in the air to stop your frequency.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes people get a toothache and then find out a toothache.
Right.
You inhale, especially here. You inhale all this dust. When it rains, it's dirt. That tells you something. So look, I used to follow predictive programming, my family society rules.
Right.
And I would act on subconscious impulses. I felt like I was in control. And when you stop coming around that, you make your own decisions. Your life is great. All the millionaires and billionaires broke away from society. It's cool.
The millionaires and billionaires broke away from society. I mean, most of them are the authors. Most of them are the authors of society. Yeah. They are the authors of society. It's certain financial I should call it tax brackets. It's that they don't. Yeah, it's a hierarchy. Yeah, and certain people they don't allow into that club because these are the authors of society.
You keep thinking you're bad, you get bad luck, but really, people they're orchestrated.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's not made for us to get to a certain point and bump our heads. And then either we still have the determination and the will to continue to keep doing, or we drop back down to one. That's what they want to do. You know what I used to think? I got that anxiety with the whole simulation theory.
Okay.
Like, what if nobody ain't real?
It's not.
If I'm looking at all y'all, you guys are part of my imagination. Right. And you got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might be thinking, do you exist when you leave? If you guys exist in my universe, you be here. Right.
All of each other's world, we're all parts of the world.
What I say is, do you exist when I don't see you? Yes. Do I exist? Are you all exist in my mind?
I disagree.
No, that's a question. That's the thing I used to think about.
Right. It's been scientifically proven that this thing that we call reality, our minds are synced, but they're saying that it's something that originated in the mind of something else. So what you just said, that we may be in your mind, that's what science is saying we are in the mind of something else.
Right. So I used to think about that. My whole point is nature makes it anxious. So I just let that whole subject go.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, even if it is true, let me just be happy in that reality.
That's what I get to too. Because it'll overload your mind. It'll overload your mind. And I have you thinking some crazy stuff.
You just brought it up. Yeah, it's a cognitive overload.
Right.
It's crazy how we don't talk about it.
But we just may very well be in a simulation. They just created a simulation to where the avatars believe that they are like us.
Right.
And the avatars, almost instantaneously, they created another simulation.
I've been watching the Avatar movies over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And I ain't got the first one yet.
Right.
I'm still trying. All I know is that it's a trailer. Well, when I was in the trailer, this game. No, that would be your. Now it's like, I got to do this. It's almost basically real life. And that woman on Matrix, the old black woman.
I know her personally. Yeah.
So I'm thinking like,
No, not the Oracle. You're talking about Sophia Stewart. Hey, shout out to Sophia Stewart. I love you. You're an amazing individual. She created the Matrix, basically wrote the Matrix in the Terminator. And they tried to steal it from her. And then she went and got the Bible. She said that the Matrix can't be copywritten, this, that, and third, because it's mentioned in the Bible and it's an actual thing.
And the Quran. And in the
So
I mean,
the first three religions, right, with Judaism, Christianity, Islam, one was made to correct the other one. Right. That's what they don't realize. They're all in one. You know what I mean? And then all the other religions that branch off, they all have the same beliefs as the bigger religions.
I think religion is basically like a compass.
Yeah.
A religion is a guide that leads you to spirituality.
Right.
Once you explore and indulge in spirituality, you have no need for religion anymore.
And if you do read it, you got what you decision you make on that is on you. Meaning, you can make the best out of it. Talk about religion. Once you read it as a book, you got to choose what you make out of it.
So like the red pill, blue pill.
The book of Eli, one dude was going around killing everybody to find the Bible.
Right.
Because he knew when you're in poverty and you're struggling, the Bible will bring you.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Right. Right. Right.
But he knew history, the Bible, through all the centuries, or religion was used to control it.
Exactly.
Good or bad.
Right.
When religion comes, you can manipulate it in a good way and in a bad way.
I agree with you.
Using that as a bad way, and we pair with our system.
Religion is something that cannot be spoken for one way or another because it's very complex.
No. Certain people's minds are too shallow. I can't tell you religion is wrong and mine is superior to yours. I won't even get into the conversation. Teach me about your religion. And let's see some of the commonalities that it may have. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Exactly. Right. 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 It's a weapon now. Right. Right. I agree.
You can speak of Catholic religion, but there's more. There's Easter.
The Catholicism rule. But not the shit on you. The Vatican has its own area code, its own set of rules. The Vatican is evil to me. The Vatican is evil. But the Vatican is the truth. Not to take away from them. In life, you can choose to stay away from some of them.
But there's more.
A peaceful life where you can choose to.
There's a lot more ways in this world.
People choose to learn, but it's like.
Right. It goes back to what we said, the red blue pill. But all this is all the same. It don't matter if you're evil or righteous. All this shit is the same. It's the same experience. You said we have a choice.
That's free will.
So that's free will. Do you believe? Right. So do
I'm not saying I'm not shitting on your side. I only got two choices.
Right.
Others ain't even real.
You can take something that's not better. If you don't know about it, but that's not necessarily true because if you believe what you read in the Bible, they
Right.
But I'm saying it's like when you look at things, religion. I've always, even when I went to Catholic school,
That's why I'm listening to you and him. You read your stuff.
it's like I can't tell you that I'm wrong with my left hand. And I would question them. And I mean, when I was in first grade, and I'm like, well, what color was Jesus? And they kept saying, color doesn't matter when it comes to the Son of God. Yes, it does. Because if Mary was a descendant of Moses, and Moses was a descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and then he goes back down to Cain and Abel and Adam, then if Moses spent 40 years in Pharaoh's house, because it's a past of Pharaoh's grandson, and the original Egypt was where, my friend? Says today.
Right, that's true.
You
Right.
can't tell me that you cannot always start to change stuff when you start speaking. Asking for
Say to add on to what you were saying, right? Or it might not.
everything's connected.
It might be there.
Look,
Hold on, one second. My aunt, she's understand. I know many people like her. Priests, pastors, what, right? Hold up. She understand. Everything that she do, she'll call you my baby. All this, she looks at your birth letter. But as soon as you don't want to listen to what she wants you to do, she will use the That's my point. And that's why I was taught the devil is. Right. Yeah, these Bible verses. So I have like everybody can see the perception from my perspective. But here's the thing. The devil doesn't have to influence you. You have free will. You, like you said, you have a choice. I don't believe the devil cares that much about you to go to do that much. All the devil has is the power of suggestion. And that's why it's a belief. Right. Yeah, the devil gives you the power. Oh, excuse me. Like you saying belief, you help the argument. You avoid the argument right there.
So what you saying?
I said I don't believe Lucifer and his angels, the devil, Satan, Beelzebub, and all them.
Them ain't the same. Those ain't the same entities though.
I don't believe that they take that much like people. Like anytime man doesn't succeed, oh, the devil's busy. No, the devil ain't busy. You made a bad choice, and just accept it. But one point is, you can't have good without evil.
But in the Bible it says, in good times and bad times, I create evil and I create righteousness, for I am God and I create all things.
And that leads to balance, no?
Yeah, exactly, right. So when good stuff happens in your life, it comes from God. When bad things happen in your life, it comes from God as well.
You said I'm thinking too small about things that are evil. What's the assumption?
When you think the concept of good and evil, you're thinking too small. You're not thinking in a full range.
No. I'm actually dumbing it down because I don't want to get into it.
But this is what people fail to realize. I don't hate the Bible, I just hate the perception that people have.
But you brought it to I.
It has nothing to do with it. It's just a perception. Everybody takes the book and uses it the way they want to use it. It's the way that it's supposed to be read.
But that's a lesson in itself.
But may I ask, how is it supposed to be read?
You have to break it down.
I mean, break it down for it. Because in the Bible, it says, study to show thyself worthy. It doesn't say read to show thyself worthy. In the Bible, the Most High God gives it great pleasure to conceal a thing, but it is a great reward of a king to seek it out.
Right.
So that means that there's parables. That's why Jesus spoke in parables to use this. Even if we go to the Quran, he said, read, write, and recite. It's teaching you to be educated. It's teaching you not to be a part of the average minds. It's teaching you to be a maverick.
But that's not, I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm still, it's throughout the years, throughout the centuries, people have used the Bible to push their own agenda.
That's true. And the readers of the Bible, they take it too literal.
I just said it's fine.
I'm going to say this right here. Regardless of if the Bible was used to control or was, twisted, all that, whatever our power is, God, whatever it is, that your donation, how it is, it's all things that he can reach you in any form, fashion, way. So don't let the church from you actually getting what you need to get. Even people that's like, what's the word with the atheist. I know worse than that.
That's a religion.
You know what I'm saying? It's still the same concept of, hey, that's a great book of moral principles to live by. By a man that's like that. You read, I was looking at the description on that book down there. It was the owner. You know what I'm saying? But it's still, you know that. My first mom was like, we were younger, we had all support, but I met her, you know what I'm saying? It's the same concept. Regardless, it's something that is supposed to cause confusion. Still good as good. You know what I'm saying? No ways that he's got to confuse you and how he comes in. You know what I'm saying? To take credit from you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is, all the same concept.
My thing is, I don't know what you say about like, but I'm Christian or I'm not. Well, hold on 1 second. I'll get it. Please.
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Sure. What I'm saying is, anyways, from I didn't put out I did negative. I got nothing with negative. I go around respect everybody. I see nothing positive.
Right.
At the end of the day, it is what you make it. So I don't care. I don't care when it comes to certain indifferences we have or beliefs. It all leads back to me. These books teach you God books like many other things that everyone. But because of our trauma, got so many different opinions on whatever it is. At the end of the day, everybody in this room is right to some extent. But we can't agree on it for some reason. I don't know why. The whether it's right or not, we all just said the right thing.
There's too much divisiveness in society. Society thrives off divisiveness. That's all good.
Everybody was a great context.
Let's take it one step further. I like to hear it. Let's take it one step further.
Okay, elaborate.
So, everybody's heard of the Odyssey, right?
Right.
You don't worship that. At one point we did, though. But now we don't. You said you don't worship what?
The Odyssey.
The Greeks. Right?
And
you know why I say it in school?
and that's what that is. Right.
When you compare it to modern day,
It's like going from the Old Testament to the New